Back to Good Morning Quad Cities at 11. We have our plant and garden expert, Craig Nov, joining us in studio, taking your plant and garden questions through the WQED Facebook Live. So let's kick it off with Sharon saying, Craig, can you tell me how to cut back and winterize a Hattie Burton rose bush?
Okay, it's a little early. We don't want to do our cutback just yet. We normally do this fall pruning out around after Thanksgiving into December. We need the ground to cool down a little bit so the plant is going dormant. At that point, we'll take it down to about 18 inches above the ground. And if you're a dinosaur like me, you mount it up with just cheapo hardwood chips to protect the crown during the winter.
All right, Craig, a viewer is wondering if they can overwinter annual hibiscus.
Oh, they're wonderful houseplants during the winter. Just make sure that you get them into the sunniest window you've got. It will probably bloom well into the winter. Just watch your watering a little bit and then cut it back the 1st of March.
Another person asking, I have 2 rose bushes that I never got planted. What should I do with them through the winter?
Get them in the ground, really. Even if you bury the whole pot in the ground somewhere in anticipation of replanting them in the spring, get them in the ground. Keep them watered, of course, until the ground starts to freeze up, and then mulch them very heavily. They should come through the winter just fine in the container.
We have a former News 8 reporter, Madison, asking us. She says, hi, Craig, miss you. Do I need to bring my cactus inside for the winter in Albuquerque, New Mexico, or will it be fine to stay outdoors?
I would check with your local weather person down there. I mean, the thing is that I don't know how cold. I've got a feeling that Albuquerque probably does not get that cold. And most cactuses, even if they're not a hardy cactus that we could leave outside up here, they can take temperatures right down into the mid-30s. But if you're going to get below 30 for those nights, I'd be shuffling it inside. Actually, this cold weather is good for those semi-hardy cactus because it gets them ready to bloom in the spring.
Craig, Pat is wondering, what is the best way to overwinter potted daylilies?
Potted daylilies?
Yes.
Those I would like to see the plants either the pot buried in the ground, or you could try putting them up against the north side of a building somewhere in a flower bed and burying them in mulch. The daylilies are pretty tough. And what kills plants in containers in this area is not freezing. It's freezing and thawing and freezing and thawing. We know how unpredictable our winters are. So it's the freeze-thaw that kills plants. Once it's frozen, keep it frozen, should be fine.
Lindsay asking, what fruit plants do well indoors and outdoors?
You know, fruits are, so many of them have to have that winter cold to go ahead and, they have to get what we call their degree days in. They have to have so many days of temperatures below, say, 38 to 32 to go ahead and mature the buds for next year's growth. So, of course, the tropical fruits, your avocados, your, what's the big one? Well, whatever. If it's a tropical fruit, of course, those have to come in the house for the winter. But there are very few fruit trees that we think of in this area that will do well both in the house and outside, or in the house for the winter and then be good outside in the summer.
Craig, Joanne's wondering, when do you prune clematis?
Clematis doesn't get pruned until about early next April. If it was brand new this year and you put it in the ground, next year you're going to cut it to 10 inches above the ground. The next spring after that, in 25, you're going to cut it 10 inches above the ground. If your plant is more than 3 years old, you cut it off at 30 inches above the ground every year, just as you see the buds starting to swell in the spring.
We've got a lot more questions, but we got to take a quick break. In the meantime, get your plant and garden questions in the comment section of the Facebook Live that is on WQED's Facebook page. We'll be right back.